This is gonna be a quick video, and I'm reviewing season 4, episode 3 of The Flash. And I'm not gonna review everything. I'm just gonna get to the point. Basically, this episode was about introducing us to the character Jinx, and I wasn't impressed at all. First of all, the episode was boring, and I'm a fan of the Flash show. And second, I was just not impressed with the casting and the portrayal for the character Jinx. And really, I actually have a problem with some of the casting for some of the female characters, but that's a different story. And I mean, no disrespect to the actress portraying Jinx, but I just thought the people who were in control of the casting, they could have done better. They could have at least got somebody who was like an 8. But the thing is, this woman, she's like a solid 7 at best, maybe a 7.1. And that's with makeup. I'm sorry, man, she wasn't all that. And the betrayal of the character, it just didn't remind me of Jinx from the original Teen Titans cartoon. You know, the crazy, slightly hyperactive girl. It just didn't remind me of that. It's the directors and the writers. They are doing a poor job with these characters. And as a matter of fact, a lot of these writers from the CW production are doing a disservice to some of these black male characters in general. And the last part thing I want to talk about is what happened to Wally West. He left the team to follow his own path since he basically got dumped by Jesse Quick. And she didn't even have the courage to curve Wally West herself. She sent her dad to do the dirty work. And Wally, he couldn't get the hint, so he went back to Earth 2 and confront Jesse Quick about it. And Wally came back to his own Earth and he confirmed what she said. And the thing is, I understand what the YouTuber Sean James is coming from, referring to how these writers, instead of showing us, they tell us. Because they didn't even show us Wally West interacting with Jesse. They just told us. And now Wally, he was so upset by that, so he decided to also focus on himself. Since Jesse Quick broke up with Wally West, to so-called focus on herself. And I'm thinking she's probably seeing somebody else on the side, or she's going to see somebody else in the future. I'm just keeping it real. They're probably using this as an excuse to pair her up with a white male character in the near future. This is just how I took it. And when I was watching this, I realized this was James Olsen all over again. I call this the James Olsen after effect. Because Wally West, he got curved and put into the friend zone by a white female, just like James Olsen. And there was nothing building up to end the relationship. It just happened randomly. Just like James and Kara's relationship from Supergirl. And I'm not just going to blame the writers. I'm also going to blame some of these racist ass fans who are not comfortable seeing a black male character with a white female, especially if she's attractive. I mean, forbid if a black male character just pairs up with a white female, and especially if she's on the level of Felicity and Thea, Dinah, Lauren, but they have no problem with these black females getting paired up with these white males. They have no problem with these black females getting kissed on and being intimate with these white male characters. But when it's the other way around, all hell breaks loose. And I think that's hypocrisy. I think that Wally leaving Star City was a good move by the writers because Wally West, as the Kid Flash, he was completely useless. He was always getting his ass handed to him. And Barry always had to bail him out. Hopefully they can do something with his character. And I'm subscribed to who reviews these DC superhero shows and review all these comic book shows and stuff. He brought up the fact that the writers rooted like this, like they had to find a way to depower either Barry or Wally because having two speedsters at the same time was overpowered. And then there was like a budget problem too. And I'm like, if that's the case, then why do this in the first place? I just think the writers crapped all over Wally West's character, just like they're doing to Martian Manhunter and James Olsen and John Diggle, especially Mr. Terrific Man. They screwed this character up. The way they root this character, and then they could have cast somebody else. Someone who was like on John Diggle's level when it came to masculinity. Someone, a little bigger, got a little muscle on them. The writers, they just took a crap all over that character. And especially Jax from Legend of Tomorrow, man. They do not know what to do with his character. Right now, they're trying to separate him from Dr. Stein and find a way so he can activate his powers without him. It looks like they're going to a decent direction with Jax. So I hope they don't crap on that. But I digress. But as for Wally, I heard that there's going to be like a live action adaptation of the Teen Titans. So hopefully they can get Wally West on that show. That'll be a great way to make Wally West relevant. And he can be a good piece to the Teen Titans if the writers don't mess that up. And that's all I got to say. Let me know what you guys think. And peace.